Tonight, from San Antonio, Texas, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Antonio Dreadnoughts taking on the Austin Desperados.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
He finds his man complete. That's Price. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer. and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 78 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2nd and 1. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados have taken a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. On first down, Holland. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Operating from the gun. Holland. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Lock. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. These two teams all tied after one. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Working with his 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 1st down. Holland. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw. Holland. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to throw again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
2nd and 16.
From the gun, Holland. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun, Holland. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Holland. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Holland. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Holland. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Holland. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On 1st and 10, Holland firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Saints showed flashes this year, but ultimately were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will end their season at 7-9. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ain't gonna burn me.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Locke, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll set up to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On first down, Holland. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Boston's offense ready to go again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Back out comes San Antonio. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down. Holland. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Throwing on 1st down. Holland. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Price. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Holland. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Price. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Back to throw. Holland. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. With a catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down now. Block, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Lock. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holland. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Holland. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holland. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holland. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Holland. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Holland got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escapes, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Holland. And he's got his big tight end here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Holland. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down, Holland.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holland. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Holland. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Austin's offense ready to go again. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He's got Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Lock. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Lock, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Lock trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for our visitors, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.